Well, hello, Patriots. Screw you, commies. And hello, shitstorm, huh? Well, everybody's trying to say, oh, well, the U.S. did it, the U.S. and all. No. Those people over there, you got to realize Klaus Schwab. Oh, Klausy. He's the president of the Mickey Mouse Club. Putin don't like that club at all. So here goes like the Mickey Mouse one, playing our victim. Probably sabotaged it theirself. You think Klaus Schwab cares? Nope. Think George Soros cares? Nope. Putin is doing what he has to on that side of the globe because people obviously don't remember the history that Germany and Russia had and have and all. It's been very tumultuous back and forth. Even now, the EU, the headquarters, it's all the EU's run by Germany, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Well, that is just going to kind of set off the other one to roller coaster kind of deal to where Putin uses his, tactical nukes or whatever because they have low yield and they have lower destructive, and I mean they've got all that shit. That way they can turn around and claim victim and all that other kind of bullshit, and then here we go. So there's a lot of that that's still got to be worked out because now there's going to be people over there, and winter is right around the corner, and there are going to be people that are going to need fuel oil, some kind of natural gas, and that's what that was. That was a pipeline. They said it was a 30 centimeter, pretty good sized pipeline, and it's only about 300 feet down, so it's not that deep. You know, I wished I could say that I knew what was going to happen, but I don't. Those people over there, they've been Soros and Klaus Schwab. That's all they've been trying to do is get everybody under their ruin Elon if they can, take control of the U.S., bring Putin down, act like he's the bad guy, he's the one, blah, 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 have all the news telling everybody all the same old bullshit. And then next thing you know, you've got a generation that's brainwashed. Go back and look what they did back in 1933 when Hitler took power. He did the same fucking thing with the police, the news, everything, all how people acted, how people treated each other and all that shit. Then, now what they're trying to do now is take the kids and indoctrinate them even more like they are in the schools. But back then, what they would do is they would round up a shitload of kids, teenagers, for one group and kids for another and all. And then the older ones, they would take them to these big, huge Switzerland mountain type, lakes and all this, and keep them out there for months and indoctrinate their ass. And then they got back home, and then they'd say, well, I don't have to listen to you. The Fuhrer Hitler is my father now. The Reich is my family. That's exactly what they did, and that's exactly what they're doing now. Okay? And then number one thing to rule is resources. It's what started the war. What's why Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, because they were getting all their oil and all their steel from us, and we cut them off because they went into They went into China. And it was all resources. That's the reason why Japan tried to go south and get all the stuff from the Philippines, and the rubber trees and all that other kind of stuff, out there in Indonesia, and I mean all those little islands and all that kind of stuff. Australia, they were trying to take it all over. China too. But, and it was all over resources. People need to realize that even salt at one time was a currency. Sugar, chocolate, uh, not just silver and gold and all that kind of stuff. There were people that used seasoning, spices, and all kinds of shit for currency. And here we go again. Like I said, we're in that 70 to 100 years to where the elites, I heard that from my uncles, that the ones that had actually been in war, that said that the elites need a war about every 70 to 100 years because it helps control the population, and it also helps keep the use of resources and all that kind of shit down. Same thing now. Everybody's trying to go green, but there's not enough lithium. A lot of silver, all kinds of shit goes into electric cars and things like that. And it's all over resources. Klaus Schwab, that's what he wants, is all the lithium from everywhere. Get it away from Elon. Bill Gates trying to short sell Elon's stock and all that so they could take over his company and all that shit, and take all of his secrets and how he builds things because he's got a badass battery and all that. My neighbor. But I've got some other stuff coming up. Like I said, man, it's even getting a little bit more dicey now because the billions and billions and billions of dollars that Walmart, Target, and a bunch of other big retailers have canceled. There's where your recession is going to come in. Shelf stable food, y'all. Okay, 7.5 minutes. I'll cut it off. I don't want to be too long. But yeah, it just got dicey. And I got some more coming up. I'll do another one later. Later.